There you go, collective. Have a little Palo Santo. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with me. My name is Patience. I'm your psychic intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. And we made a very new episode today for Spirit News, if you want to check that out. It's called Who I Am versus Who I Am to Become. And it's a great episode. It teaches you great things about asking yourself questions, about self-discovery, so you can find alignment for yourself. So you can start finding ways to nurture yourself, to learn yourself. You can find that on Spirit News. Here on YouTube, we do the collective detective reads, and we got another Spirit Speaks. I'm just banging them out because they're so much fun. I freaking love them. I love doing them. I love learning this way, hands-on. I'm learning to read energy with my childhood psychic gift. And on TikTok, we do our ascension process, okay? So Kenneth, which this one's weird because Kenneth supernatural two times supernatural. And emotionalism, which I got to look up and see you. So I was like intrigued, very intrigued. Let me put my headphones in so I can hear myself. Very intriguing though. I am wondering what emotionalism is. So let's look that up. Emotionalism. I've never heard it said that way, so I'm not really sure what that means. Emotionalism. Pathological laughter and crying. Inappropriate, involuntary laughing and crying due to a nervous system disorder. This condition is characterized by involuntary and uncontrollable reaction of laughter or crying that's disappropriate to an event. That sounds awful to have. Huh. A tendency to display or respond with undue emotion, especially morbid emotion, unwarranted expression or display of emotion. So this person's exhibiting pathological laughter and crying. The pseudo-Bulber effect, also called the pseudo-Bulber effect. Inappropriate involuntary laughing and crying due to nervous system disorder. That is definitely due to something traumatizing. This person has involuntary laughing or crying in inappropriate times. That's scary. All right, well, I have a song, so let's play the song. Or I can't play it, but the song is Goddess by Laffy, which is so funny because that sounds like laughing, like Laffy, but it's Laffy, Laufey. It always goes like this. Could have predicted it. I'm so naive to think you loved me for me. Kissed as I ran off stage. Too old to play this game. Guess you're still growing up at 30. Were you surprised by me when you took me home? When the glamour wore off? The glamour? When the glamour wore off, reduced to skin and bone. I can't even tell you who you want to know. I'm a goddess on stage, human when we're alone. You took a star to bed, woke up with me instead. You must have felt so damn deceived. When you made up a version of me that you thought you'd love, but I am not your Aphrodite. Were you surprised by me when you took me home, when the glamour wore off, reduced to skin and bone? I can't even tell who you want to know. I'm a goddess on stage and human when we're alone. You took me for a fool. You stole my youth. You wanted this so much. You watched me rise and killed my light. And now you know I'm not your fucking goddess. I'm no goddess when I'm alone. Interesting. So this person, I think this is talking about love spells. I don't know if this person was put under a love spell or they put someone under a love spell. But the love spell must have wore off, and somebody was like, "Who are you?" And when you're under a love spell, you have a altered sense of reality. You think that person you see them as Aphrodite or or Apollo, and but then when the spell wears off, you realize how deceived you were, that it's not a star you took to bed, it was me instead. So this person could possibly put love spells on people, and when the love spells wear off, the people are like, "I see you, see you." Interesting. Okay. Something about a love spell, and Spirit says they're a follower. I have the Bible. I opened it randomly to Psalms 109, prayer of a person falsely accused. And my meme is hits blunt is a group of squids called the squad. So this person may get high or maybe they did something with their squad. Maybe they have a friend group that they made a wreck. Their friend group's a wreck. Their friend group might possibly be known for putting love spells on people. And I'm going to read the prayer of a person falsely accused. This is what I opened it up to. O God, whom I praise, do not be silent, for wicked and treacherous mouths attack me. They speak against me with lying tongues. With hateful words they surround me, attacking me without cause. This person may put love spells on people, and then when the love spells wear off, they slander them to make the person under a love spell seem like they're the crazy ones. In return for my love, they slander me. See? Even though I prayed for them, they repay me evil for good, hatred for my love. It's like when they put them. Oh, I'm really getting this right now. It's like this group, their squad, may put love spells on women and then be evil to them because they know that the women are going to be with them no matter what because of the love spells. That's awful. I'm free. But someone broke free. Someone broke free of the love spell. Appoint an evil one over him, an accuser to stand at his right hand, that he may be judged and found guilty, that his plea may be in vain. May his days be few. May another take his office. May his children be fatherless, his wife a widow. Oh, damn. Maybe that's why it's supernatural twice. And this person has emotionalism. They may have maybe it was a backfire of the magic or something. Or maybe the emotionalism is that they put love spells on people, but then treat them, even though the person's treating them good, they treat them evil. It's like inappropriate reactions to things. I got an itch on my brow. And this says they might pass away. May his children wander and beg, driven from their hovels. May the usurer snare all he owns, strangers plunder all that he earns. May no one treat him with mercy or pity his fatherless children. May his posterity be destroyed, their name rooted out in the next generation. May his father's guilt be mentioned to the Lord. Maybe that was his ultimate trauma that gave him. Maybe that's why he did the love spells, because he had a trauma from his father that gave him that emotionalism, which is a inappropriate laughter or crying at inappropriate times. Maybe that's why they put love spells on people. Yeah, because they thought they couldn't get anyone else otherwise. His mother's sin is not rooted out. May their guilt be always before the Lord till their memory is banished from the earth. For he did not remember to show mercy, but hounded the wretched poor, and brought death to the brokenhearted. He could have possibly unalived people he put spells under when the spells broke. He loved cursing. He loved cursing. May it come upon him. He hated blessing. May none come to him. May cursing clothe him like a robe. May it enter his belly like water, his bones like oil. May it be near as the clothes he wears, as the belt always around him. Damn. Spirit does not like it when you put curses on people. This person could have put multiple love spells on people to get people to stay with him and then treat them really bad because he has emotionalism, inappropriate laughter at inappropriate times. The gull. I opened the dream book randomly to birds. When your friend's dog digs its nose into your crotch. This person could have possibly have been into his friend's new girlfriend. This person could have possibly been jealous of his friend's new girlfriend. And his squad does this to women. His squad puts love spells on women and then treats them bad because they think that they'll never leave or something. And he puts love spells on people to begin with because he has emotionalism from some kind of trauma from his father. The gull. Noisy, quarrelsome gulls often represent either the family or the workplace. In your dream, an appearance in your dream may suggest that you need to escape for a while for some peace and quiet.
Knowingly.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because they put love spells on people that they sleep with or want to sleep with. Hey, I'm back. They purposely treat them bad knowingly. They like get off on it or something. It's some kind of power trip or something. They purposely confirmation. They purposely treat them bad because they think they'll never leave because they're under a spell. That's so messed up. You can't put love spells on people and expect not to and to just expect to get away with it. That's why it's in spiritual court. This person puts love spells on their girlfriend and then treats them evil. Spirit said evil for cursing. Spirit does not like it when people curse each other. They may have unalived a lover for leaving them when the curse breaks. They unalive them or something. Oh, that's awful. All right, tell us more. Why salt? Yeah, this person.
Three spirits.
This person has a squad. They have a group of men, a group of boys, friends that are like salt. They're like salt on rainbows. They get girlfriends and then put love spells on them. That's like a circle. It's like a friend group or something. They're salty as hell though because he has emotionalism. It's a disorder. It's a nervous system disorder where you laugh or cry at inappropriate times. So that's why he feels like he has to do this, but he does it and then treats them really bad. And when the spell breaks, he unalives them. Hey, Jacoby. This person, am I getting all the people of this boy group? They call themselves men, but these are some boys that use love spells on women and then purposely treat them bad knowingly because they're on. Yes, look at this. They make it so the woman doesn't see them So it's distorted this person's angry. This person takes their anger out. But it's like when you're under a love spell, you're not operating fully at your emotional capacity. Spirit said morning. Thank you, Jacoby. I appreciate your support. I'm so grateful for you. I'll pay it forward. I'm going to do your reading after court tomorrow. I'm going to get my kids tomorrow, so I've been preparing. Yeah, because look, we have the Venus sign. This person performs some kind of spell over women to control their root chakra, to make them not feel secure, or like they can't leave, like they're held down by like a steel door or something. Weird. They're so angry. They really do take it out on this woman. There's one woman they're with now, but the spell broke. The spell broke, signified by the lightning. Tell me. Blanket. It's like the spell, it's like the love spell was distorting this woman's view of this man and allowing him to treat her really awful, because it's like she couldn't, it's like no depth perception. It's like the spell makes you unable to realize how bad it is, but it's in the middle of a root chakra storm. This person's angry, they're emotional, they have some weird emotional, I don't want to call it weird, because it probably happened with a father wound, why his nervous system has a emotionalism. He laughs or cries uncontrollably during awkward situations, inappropriate times. That's why he felt he had to do the spells to begin with, because he thought he couldn't get a woman. And now it's like his MO. Whenever he gets a woman, he just puts a spell on her, but then he treats her bad. Yellowing. Yeah, and the spell lasts for so long that it starts to melodic. The spell, this is like a killer. This person unalives one of his victims is here, and she ain't happy. He unalives people when the spell breaks. See, the snake is broken into 3, and then he gets rid of them because they're not going to be with anyone else after him. God forbid. That's craziness. I've never heard this in my life. Yeah, look how tightly. Yeah, he's like, no one can have you if I can't have you. Ah! And he comes from a dark place, man. He's got some unhealed wounds. He's got a lot of unhealed wounds. Why is this spell? How does the spell break? Oh, look, these cards look really similar. It's like, this is what people see, but this is what's really happening. So people don't know that this person uses spells to get their victims or whatever, but it's weird. It's like some kind of need to control a human, a woman in particular. Yes. But this person has a friend group that they all do this to women. They all put these spells on women to keep the women, and then think that there's some kind of Rico Suave when really they're using magic. And so the women don't even know what's happening. They stay because, they don't know. It's like having smoke. It's like having smoke in your brain. You're just, when you're under a spell, it just feels like you just don't know. And breaking spells happens when someone makes you aware of the spell. when you don't have awareness of it that's happening, you're just in it. You're just living it. So there's like an illusion to this woman. That's why she stays, even though he treats her bad. He treats her real bad, like evil, I'm talking about. The new pearl. Ugh. This is an MO. This person has his eyes set on one of his friends' pearls who's off limits. Who's off limits. Wow, really? Okay, you tell me if I'm reading it wrong. So there's like a rule that there's like a rule. Oh, this looks like night. They do this at nighttime. They have to do it together or no. So I don't know how to say this.
Focus.
Okay. I don't know how to say this. So there's a friend group. They're a squad. The meme card said a squad. They do this to pearls. They find a pearl.
Projection.
They find a pearl to project on. They put a love spell to keep the girl pearl, but this one of their friends has a pearl that's off limits. It's off limits to touch each other's pearls. But this person is jealous and has their eye on one of their friends' pearls, or is jealous. This pearl is a different color than one. His pearl is a regular pearl, okay? And not that pearls are regular, but this pearl is just a normal pearl, okay? He has his eyes set on a golden pearl, a golden divine being. Those pearls, the gold ones, are a divine being.
6 o'clock.
That means that this person's jealous that one of his friends has a real love. That possibly has real love. What? This person's jealous of his friend's new girlfriend because it's changing the person. It's becoming this. His friends focused on the pearl, on a real love. Real love. He's like, how dare you get real love? And I don't get to have real love. This fool is angry, man. Kenneth is angry. He feels like static electricity, like I don't know. Have you ever one time I didn't know there wasn't a light bulb in this lamp, and it was covered with like this green glass thing, and I just stuck my finger in and accidentally shocked myself. It feels like that. It feels like a jolt of weird static electricity. It's actually like making my teeth hurt. So what about it? Because this is the new pearl. This person's jealous of their friend because of their new girlfriend. So what about it? What did he do about it? What's happening? Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here with us. I'm so grateful for you. Oh. The Blue Temple.
The number 3.
The Blue Temple. They have some kind of secret boy society. This is that secret boy society. Maybe this is related to... It's Benjamin's secret boy society. Why are they all falling in love with this one pearl? It's weird as hell. This is like the last one we did. They have some kind of secret boy society that has targeted one of their friends' girlfriends. And they're all jealous of their friend's girlfriend. Jiminy crickets. Let's do some phone conversations. What are these people talking about? What are they talking about? What's the problem? Why are they? What's going to happen? Not what I was expecting, but hey, my birth wasn't expected, so who am I to talk? Their friend didn't expect to fall in love. Their friend didn't expect to fall in love or nobody expected this person to fall in love or get love or have love.
Detecting multiple.
None of them did.
Follow.
So this friend group's like, well, they're like indoctrinated in some kind of magic society, the Blue Temple. Okay, they practice magic together, they put love spells on women, and they have some kind of oath or something of brotherhood or something. And one of them got a new girlfriend, a new Pearl, who they actually are in love with, that they've been protecting, they've been keeping to themselves. Maybe they share girlfriends or something. Maybe they have like orgies or something. I don't know, but not with this one. And not what I was expecting, but hey, my birth wasn't expected, so who am I to talk? They're like offended that this person actually thought that they could be in love, and then they must have like wrong number, but I'm interested. It's like nobody in this group expected to be in love or ever find love or know what love is. And this one, the friend who found the pearl, is like, well, I wrong number, but I'm interested. I'll try it. Like they don't gherkin, a sweet baby gherkin. They were interested because this pearl is different than the other women that they normally put spells on. And they may have isolated, when like, shut up, Stephanie. Yeah. That's how they talk to their girlfriends, but not this person. This person was treated differently by this person, and the friends saw that and they got like jealous or envious or something. What else? They got jealous. They may have isolated. When someone gets a new girlfriend or boyfriend and they're in that honeymoon stage and they kind of like isolate themselves because they're like together all the time. It kind of feels like that. So they kind of like, yeah, because they kind of like shunned all their friends and pushed them out the side, and it was just him and the pearl is bigger than him. So somebody out of his league, somebody who maybe very beautiful or maybe very nice, like someone with a big heart, who's smart, someone out of this person's league. And this friend group was like, how dare you get somebody so awesome, and we have to have shut up Stephanie's. Hey, sorry for not getting back to you sooner. Saw my face from a different angle and started spiraling because they're so insecure. I have to read that again. Hey, sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I saw my face from a different angle and started spiraling. Because they're so insecure. They're like, how did you get that person and we have to have these people? Oh, I'm the reason that happened. LOL, took like a month to plan. This friend group planned something? What did this friend group plan? What were they up to? I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. I'm going to say what I see before I draw more cards. I think this friend group may have purposely sabotaged this person's relationship. with this pearl because they were jealous. Oh my gosh, this boy club was jealous that this person actually found a good person that was a nice person. So they planned some kind of demonic. They planned some demonic plan to ruin their relationship. Damn, this hurted. Damn, this hurted. To hurt him. To get him hurt, or to get the pearl hurt, or both of them. To ruin the relationship. Might as well. Global warming is going to kill us soon anyway. They were coming up with all kinds of excuses because they dibble dabble in magic and doing spells. Every time you do a spell, you give a piece of your soul away, and you allow a dark energy to come in. And so imagine doing that 3, 4, 5 times. Every woman you sleep with, you probably do it too. You become demonic. You become in devil energy. This friend group purposely devised a demonic plan to ruin this person's relationship because they didn't want them to be happy. Damn. That's cold. That's cold as ice. Oh, so first I'm a loser, and now that made varsity, and now that I made varsity, you want to be my friend? Get the fuck out. So, yeah, it was like this person was a loser, and having this new pearl made them varsity. And once they made varsity, they like shunned their friends, and that made their friends upset that they shunned them so easily for a girl, and especially one that was better than theirs. What can I say? Life's a beach and I'm just playing in the sand. It was a game. It was they got it, they liked it. It was some kind of game. They thought it was funny. Wow. That's cold, man. So they ruined their friend's relationship. What did they do? What are some things they did to ruin the relationship? Whatever, man. You can take that friendship anklet I made you and flush it for all I care. Aw, they got their feelings hurt. This was their friend, and they felt like this friend left them for a girl. That's what happened. They felt like they were abandoned. I cannot even begin to understand your dumbass generation. They didn't understand it. They're like, damn, this hurted. Because they're insecure. They didn't understand why they didn't want to be your friend anymore, and they didn't want to introduce. It's like they isolated this pearl and isolated themselves from this friend group. It's literally 4 a.m. right now. It keeps them up at night. It literally keeps this friend group up at night that this person could potentially be happy with this person. It keeps them up at night. That's a little triggering for me. Don't ask why. Why is it triggering for them? Why is it so triggering besides insecurity? I was going to say yes, but I remember you saying something about how you like to dip your Pop-Tarts in ketchup, and that's pretty messed up. Because they have sex with each other? They dip each other's Pop-Tarts in each other's ketchup. And this person stopped dipping the Pop-Tart in the ketchup because Pop-Tarts don't belong in ketchup. So they were this was a friend group having sex with each other. Wow. And they got jealous that this person met a pearl, and then they didn't want to have sex with them anymore. They just dropped them. This is the exact reason you should stop drinking tequila on an empty stomach. It's something they do when they drink. They all have sex with each other. They give each other blowjobs and do all kinds of stuff. They probably share girlfriends. This person didn't want to share this girlfriend because they actually thought they could be happy with them. Don't worry, I'll be right there, luckily. I just happened to be right outside your house when you texted me this. They would even drive by their house and wait for them to text. Like, I'm waiting. Now's not a good time. I got my dick stuck in a jar of peanut butter again. But this person didn't want to admit that they were...
So,
Okay. They kept making excuses as to why they kept getting... They were like, "Where are you, dude? Let's hang out." And they kept saying, "Now's not a good time. I got my dick stuck in a jar of peanut butter again." Because they didn't want this Pearl to know the things they did with their friend group. Because they didn't want to share the Pearl. And their friends are like in love with them or something, or took it personally because they have a shame wound. They have guilt and shame. They're like, "How dare you leave us when you're the one who started this?" Mom, what? Mom, what? That's a little triggering for me. Don't ask why. Don't even tell me their mom's involved in this. I don't know how the mom comes in, but there's potentially mom involved in all this. Give me one more. Wouldn't be the first time, am I right? Yeet. So their mom could potentially have orgies with them in this friend group, or someone's mom, and she could have been butthurt too about this person dropping their friend group that they have orgies with.
what does it?
This friend group could be 12 people or more. So these people were upset because this person wanted to separate themselves from this orgy-loving friend group, and maybe they just wanted to be happy. Maybe they just wanted to actually be normal and not do things like that because it felt good to be with this person. They actually love this person or something like it, or they really like them, or there's something different about this Pearl. Oh, Jiminy Crickets, that's crazy. That's a lot. I'm like, where do I go from here? How about we do some cards for humanity, okay? Because this feels like that. All right, we'll do... So, did they put a love spell on the new Pearl? I mean, they put love spells on all the people they sleep with. So, hold on, let me get a few and then I'll do it. Thank you so much, Spirit. Tell us what you want us to know. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being with us. I'm so grateful to give the messages. Please tell us what you want us to know. Okay. Oops. Okay. Oops, I dropped two. Okay. The socialist governments of Scandinavia have declared that access to a soulful rendition of Old Man River is a basic human right. Yeah, so this person felt a soul connection with this Pearl, and that's why they isolated themselves, because they knew that this person was special. The Great Depression would be woefully incomplete without dick fingers. The Great Depression would be woefully incomplete without dick fingers. This person didn't want to bring the Pearl around because they didn't want to mess with Dick anymore. They had someone who fulfilled them on a soul level, so they didn't feel like they had to do that anymore. It's something they only do when they're drunk anyway, but their friends took it personally because they do toxic things together.
Accumulating.
They accumulated many toxic traits together that are unhealthy. and they got addicted to doing them because they do magic. And so they took it very personal, probably because they have, demonic entities attached to them. After months of debate, the Occupy Wall Street General Assembly could only agree on more stormtroopers. Yeah, they came in like stormtroopers to occupy this person's happiness because they couldn't stand them being happy, because they're not happy, because they're stuck in toxic behavior. And they're like maybe because they helped start toxic behavior. So they're like, you're not going to go be happy after you started all this toxicity. Dear Sir or Madam, we regret to inform you that the office of Count Chocula, Count Chocula has denied your request for Italians. They shut him, yeah, this person shut him down. They're like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I thank you, Spirit. Like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not I'm denying your request for my Italian sausage. I don't want dick fingers anymore. They were feeling complete because they had a soul connection, and they didn't want to do that anymore. And the friends were mad, so they came in like stormtroopers to ruin the relationship on purpose. How are they ruining the relationship, though? In what way? My life is ruled by a vicious cycle of jerking off into a pool of children's tears, and my sex life. I'm just going to say what I see. I think they were, to ruin their sex life, they were doing some kind of sex magic to create some kind of blockages or a vicious cycle of some kind, to create a pool of children's tears. And they could have possibly, this person is a sex addict. They're all sex addicts. They all have sex addictions because they've been doing sex magic in this stupid cult they created where they put women under spells just to keep a woman. Confirmation.
God, walk away.
Yeah, they don't like women to walk away from them, or anybody to walk away from them, especially when they're doing all kinds of weird stuff together. After months of practice with the true meaning of Christmas, I think I'm finally ready for Daddy's belt. After months of practice with the true meaning of Christmas, I think I'm ready for Daddy's belt. These people are toxic as hell. They don't know what love is. I feel bad for them. They didn't want this person to find true love. And this person is toxic as well, and they thought that this person was going to magically fix. They thought this person was going to magically fix them this new pearl after all the toxic shit that they've been into. They thought that they could just walk away from it, but you can't do that. You're in a cycle. It says right here, my life is ruled by a vicious cycle of jerking off into a pool of children's tears, my sex life. These people have sex addictions, and this person thought they could just walk away from all this toxicity they created. And the people that they're like, no, we're all in a cycle together. You come back here. Ugh. It's a lot. I feel bad for them. They're all stuck in a cycle together, so they're gonna have to be with each other for another 7 to 10 years, or until they learn their lesson. They're all stuck in toxicity. So whatever they did They did some kind of spell to block their relationship and have them break up. They did something to break them up by magic or sex magic or something. Child in the hallway. It's funny. Man, that's craziness. That is really crazy. So what now, Spirit? What are they gonna do now? How can we help? Write the plot for a Halloween movie. Yeah, seriously, this is a horror show. Spirit's like, I don't know if there's really much you can do except just go through the cycle. Describe why you got banned from a restaurant. Probably for having sex in the bathroom. These people are sex addicts. That's probably why they can't let go of each other, because they allow each other to do toxic things to each other. Write a letter to your childhood hero. If they're going to get out of this, they're going to have to go back to a time when they were innocent, before they were toxic, before they did toxic things, before they had inappropriate sexual encounters, before they did love spells, even before any abuse with their parents. They're going to have to go back to that time, because they're deep in toxicity. Like, this is a friend group that does magic and has sex with each other. It's like, but not just any kind of sex. Like, they could possibly molest children. Write about a character going to great lengths to return an unwanted gift. Yeah, sex addiction. They've all given each other sex addiction, and they have demonic presences because they perform magic, and they have some weird boys group where they have sex with each other. How did you break your leg? How'd you break your leg? And what's the biggest lie you ever told? Someone could potentially break their leg. Someone might want to. I'm going to say this. I don't know if it's true. Spirit, you tell me if it's not true. I'm just reading the energy. It could be the person who's wanted to break away from the friend group. They could potentially break their leg, and they want to come beg to the pearl what happened and about the biggest lie ever told, because they never told this pearl about the friend group. That's what upset the friend group so much, that they completely broke off and didn't even speak to them anymore. It was all about the pearl, and this person escaped this friend group, but really they felt like that was unfair. And so this friend group is the main reason why this person and this pearl ended their relationship. It actually ended a relationship. So this person wants to come tell you about deployments. This person wants to deploy the truth. Explain the monsters under a bed to a kid. Yeah, this person's got a lot of skeletons in the closet because they operate in toxicity. They have a whole friend group. This friend group could be 5, 6 putrefied. They're all putrefied. It could be up to 6 people. Explain the wildest dream you ever had. It's because they've been doing these spells and they've been doing sex magic. And this friend could have potentially showed them how to do the sex magic and got them started in this toxic behavior. And he probably did it. It could be a girl. I don't know. You gotta put it where it resonates. They could have probably did it to make people toxic like them. And once they got this toxic friend group where they did toxic things, they just left the friend group, and that was it. Write a letter to your favorite actor. Yeah, he pretended to be their friend, but if he was their real friend, he wouldn't have left them. That's how they think. But really, they should all leave each other. They should all break up as a friend group. and not even be with each other, because being with each other keeps each other in this energy. They have to completely isolate themselves from each other. That's why when that person started isolating themselves from this friend group, he started to get better. He started to get better because he broke away from the toxicity. Even though he created it, it was probably created from his own wounds, and he just passed it on to these people. But when this pearl came along, he isolated himself and he got better. He wasn't toxic like this. And he Sarah could be significant. Kenneth and Sarah, maybe they're a couple or something. Wow, that's crazy, man. Tell your parents you joined a cult. I swear I cannot make it up, you guys. This friend group is a cult. They made a cult for themselves and was doing magic or something. Greet someone at a big box store. Yeah, they were big into this. This is something they relied on it. This is something they rely on magic for everything. Oh, want to go to the grocery store? Oh my gosh, someone said a funny joke. What was it? One of my favorite readers said a funny joke. He was like, or she was like, yeah, they do magic for everything. Oh, I want to make sure my favorite crackers are in the grocery store. Magic. I was dying laughing. That's what they do. They've become so reliant on magic that they can't even, like, the thought of this person leaving, maybe they were the leader of this cult or whatever, and they took it really personally when this person he was the chairman. This person was the chairman of the board, the big honcho. 555. They could have potentially used his house to do all the sex magic, and then when this person came along, they couldn't use the house anymore. They didn't want to hang out anymore. Tweet your biggest fear. That was their biggest fear, that this person would separate themselves, and now they're all toxic and this person's off by himself to be happy. No way. But these people are all under their own illusion. Something, except for maybe one over here. I don't know, but man, this energy is heavy. Oh, look at this. Write a magic spell on the top. These people use magic for everything, and they use magic to break this person's relationship up. Now this person, they're in another cycle together. They have to do another cycle. They're bound together through magic. How do these people unfuck themselves? How can they unfuck themselves, Spirit? Please do tell. Let's put something to bed about forgiveness once and for all. Forgiveness has nothing to do with letting people off the hook for their BS. It doesn't mean you've been used or duped or taken advantage of either, if you do choose to forgive. All right, I hope this helps. Love you. Bye.